Welcome back, everyone. This is Where's For. We are back with Planet Crafter. So slight issue right before I started recording here. I accidentally overused my power. So I'm gonna resolve that real quick and then we will get caught up on where we left off. Okay, so everything's back online. Taking a look at our power, we have 6.3 kilowatts available for our consumption. In terms of where we are, looking at it, we're sort of close to being able to unlock the Biodome Tier 2, which would, I believe this is the Biodome Tier 1 right here. And this allows us to create certain things like bacteria, for example. And that then gets gets made into something else. Not too sure how useful that is in particular, but I guess it doesn't hurt. Or is that the biolab? The biodome might actually be this one. Yeah, I think this might actually be the biodome, which would allow us to then make more tree bark, or I will start making tree bark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the biodome then. I think that's the biolab. Makes more sense that way. So, to do that, we need heat. Before we can do that, we need to create energy. And to create energy in this game, there's a couple of different options. You first start off with the wind turbine. That only generates 1.2 energy per second, not a whole lot. Then we have the solar panel, tier 1, 6.5. Then we have the solar panel tier 2, 19.5. The nuclear reactor tier 1, and then the nuclear reactor tier 2. And obviously the tier 2 is what we want. It just makes the most sense for what we're using. And to do that, we need to create uranium rods. So we'll need 9 uranium. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can actually just temporarily put like 3 things in there. To make 2 uranium rods. Okay. Now we actually need a third one. Okay. Put that in there. Looks like our hydration is low. Weird. Grab that. Then we need to make super alloy. And to make a super alloy, we need one of each resource. So we need a cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium, and aluminum. I have a titanium in here. That's literally the only thing I have in there. I think these are fully grown. Yep. Everything's not yet. Get 1 cobalt, 1 magnesium, 1 silicon, and iron. Get everything in this chest. First the aluminum, and I think that's everything, but we'll go ahead and grab everything else, clear up some space. Hey, take a look, craft the super alloy. Might as well deposit everything that we don't need. And then we need explosive powder. Make explosive powder, that's in the lab here. We need 1 iridium. Grabbing iridium. Create that. Then we need water. I have an ice, so I can melt down this ice, get water real quick. And that should be enough. Yes. From there we can make our nuclear reactor. So pretty easy to make. And I know I said I was going to make the heater, but while I was running around doing all this, one thing came to mind. We're sort of almost done with it. And creating the heater just sort of takes up space. It does make it faster to progress, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you're playing by yourself and you're trying to get things done, by all means, do the heater. But in our case, we'd only need 12. We are at 11.22. That's a pretty quick wait. Obviously, I'm not going to wait around. There are other things I can do. For example, we go out back and go to the launch pad. Okay, and at the launch pad, we take a look. We have 2 rockets we can make. We can make the asteroids a traction rocket, which also gives a global heat generation bonus. Or we can do the magnetic field protection, and that gives a 1,000% increase multiplier for pressure. And to do that, you need 2 super alloys and a rocket engine. And then we're gonna have to run back in here for rocket engine. So to make a rocket engine, it's a rhodium rod, 2 uranium, and a super alloy. Okay, make the rocket engine, and then I don't remember what else we needed. I want to say it was explosive powder. I probably should write things down every now and then. So 2 more, 2 more super alloys and 3 silicones. Jeez. So we need 3 super alloys. I'll need 1 more aluminum, 3 iron, 3 cobalt. Okay. So we need 1 more aluminum, 1 more magnesium, 2 silicone, 1 titanium. Before I go anywhere, go to our atmosphere water collector. Drink that. Okay. And once you have everything, you make your giant rocket. Look at that, huh? Magnificent. Press a giant red button, launches it to space. You can actually hitch a ride with it. Ooh. That hurts. Oh. And we'll have rockets coming down already. I feel like that's really quick. Like, was it just waiting for us? Those are pretty far. This one should be coming in, landing somewhere over there, maybe? So we'll go ahead, go to one of these crash sites. Okay, so couldn't harvest anything on that run. I ran low on oxygen. That's one thing too to keep in mind. But we did actually get one land right on top of our base. So we'll go ahead and run by, snatch up all the iridium. We also did hit the next tier to make the biodome tier 2. The biodome, not the biolab, the biodome. So that's going to be great. This should have given us a huge boost to our pressure. Select everything. Wish all these rocks would despawn already. Oh, there's a lot over there. And there's also the chance, too, that some may have landed down here. But I wouldn't know unless if I just swam around down there. I'm hoping not, but if it does, oh well, it happened, right? I mean, not much you can do there. Okay, so to make a biodome tier 2, we need super alloy, bacteria sample, and fertilizer. So to make a bacteria sample, we need 6 algae. So we'll need a total of 12 algae. Let's harvest our produce here. Let those keep on growing. I'll go ahead and eat 1, drink 1. Okay. Okay. So we can, and then we need water. Jump over the rocks. Get the water. Create 2 bacteria sample. And then we needed fertilizer, I believe. Yes, fertilizer. We need 4 eggplants. Okay, and then now we need a super alloy. Iron, cobalt, aluminum, magnesium, titanium, silicon. It's the only thing I'm missing. And I really should also look into making a drill. A ore extractor here, just because I'm actually running low on silicone in the immediate area. So I've actually been spending a lot of time running around looking for it. Even though it's a common resource, right? Like, it's a resource that I really shouldn't be putting in this much effort to look for. Unless I need like a million of them. And when in this case, I haven't really needed. I just need a handful. So something definitely to think about, and I would probably do. It's probably just a good thing in general to have something, a ore extractor, in every environment, just so that way you can get basic materials and like aluminum, iridium, uranium, so forth, right? But get the super ore alloy, and I think we are ready to go. So I guess the question is, how big is it? Oh. What doesn't help right now is I have to deal with these rocks. I'll just put it like off to the side then. Right there. Pop in a door on this side. I'll also do the same on this side. So we can get in and out. But this... Oh. Let's put in a seed lermo. Can we put anything in here? Like, can I put flowers? Let me check. I guess grab that, grab that. Grab a couple of different ones. Okay, so I decided to explore the spaceship right next to us. No, it's not my first time exploring. I just haven't, not exploring. It's just more the fact that last time I was there, I was in desperate need of certain materials. So I figured, well, I'm slightly better off now. Maybe my opinion or just my point of view on things changes. And I found a couple of chests. And one of the things I found was a blueprint. And that allows me to make a area lamp. What the heck? Hold on. A lamp that can be placed anywhere. Well, not that useful, I guess. But yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to look into doing. 2 titanium, or 2 iron, titanium. I actually have all that. Ooh, I can make a plants rocket. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so this needs 2 super alloy and a rocket engine. And a rocket engine requires a super alloy. Yes. So, can we make 3 super alloys? Ooh, I don't have aluminum. So I can make 1. Okay. In the meantime, can I harvest these? Not yet. Pretty close, though. Okay. So we're gonna run back to the aluminum farm. Oh, and one thing I don't think I have shown you guys yet. So, did you guys remember how this place used to be, like, really dry and barren? Huh? Look at this! There's, like, an actual, like, river. Huh? That's pretty cool. Uh, and also to give you guys an idea on how much that has grown, before I started recording, it was honestly like a puddle. It was noticeable, but it wasn't something worth saying, oh, look at that lake or anything. No, it was not really there. Like, Like if you paid attention, it was the you'd see it, but otherwise you just wouldn't care too much for it. We also need fertilizer, and that's 3 algae, 2 eggplants. So we can harvest all of these. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Okay. So, these are actually not to put things in. It actually generates tree bark for me. So I can actually put those back on it. Let's just organize it real quick here. I can clear my inventory of iridium. Organize that. Okay. So, now we basically just need to wait for tree bark. In the meantime, I did get this, but I don't have bioplastic nugget. I don't think that's something I can make. Maybe. I can make it. I would need mushrooms. Mushrooms would grow in there, so I need to put in another food grower, which takes aluminum and iron. Do I have aluminum and iron in here? I have iron, I don't have aluminum. For me to get aluminum, I would need to run all the way back over there. Let's take a look here. Do we have tree bark yet? No, of course not. Yeah. Okay. We'll go get more aluminum. Okay, we have 1 tree bark. I think we should be good to... do this. Yes. So now we can launch the plant rocket. So we'll go ahead and launch... Ooh, that's pretty cool. A little bit, pointless in my opinion. Like, you don't really need to put in a glass tube, but it works. I mean, you know, I'm not a scientist by any means. My mushroom done yet? No, my mushroom's not done. Okay. So where does that leave us? Oh. So we can actually take a look and see here. So that gave us a huge boost to biomass. So now that's jumping pretty rapidly. Let's take a look. Will we unlock anything else? We also received a new mail. Now, one thing I could potentially do is make a big living compartment, which would take 2 of each resource for the super alloys. I need 1 titanium. Feel like there should be a titanium nearby. Okay, so now we have enough for a big living compartment. Let's take a look at it. So it's basically 4 units. That's what's shown in the picture. Now I have a couple of options. I can either put it over there, or I can move it out to the side here. Where is it? You should be able to see, I think yes, right over here. That's where we crash landed, for a point of view. So I literally just went like right down the street. I didn't travel that far from where we landed, just because we need to get started. And I didn't put down a door before I die. Okay. So, and now that we're in here, can I make any... I can make a locker storage. Let's do that. All these in there. Now we'll be able to explore this. I did explore this initially. In fact, I went in a couple of times. But, like with the other ship, it doesn't hurt now that our needs are a bit different to run back in and take a look here. Uh-huh, see? There's another blueprint. What did I say? Right, so like the first couple of times we didn't have enough oxygen, or we didn't have the same amount of oxygen that we do now. So now running in, I can honestly afford to just hang around a bit more. Grab all these. I can break those down, but they would only give me like 1 or 2 iron, which isn't really needed. There's a lot of... yeah. And then there's the fusion reactor. Well, I'll need to remember this. Pretty sure there's something revolving around it. Because this game actually does have a story to it. I know it doesn't look like it, especially when I play. Probably when I play gives you guys all a headache because I'm moving every which way. But there is an actual story to this game. Let me just run around back real quick. I did hear something like open. Was that a door? Okay. Let's run back to our base. Now, we'll head back to the main base and drop everything off. I'm pretty sure the mushroom's done growing. We'll do that, decode the blueprint. Hopefully it's an upgrade to the jetpack or gives me something. I believe eventually you do get a blueprint where you can drink water, like from the lake. That would be amazing. Feels a little bit silly to have like this drinkable water, honestly growing life too on the side there, and we have to drink from a water bottle. Not because the water's polluted, but because we just, I don't know, haven't figured out that we can drink other water sources. Okay, let's decode this blueprint. And, ooh, GPS satellite. How do I think it might be a rocket. I also unlocked the flower spreader tier 2. Which we currently have these two over here. So we went, inventory's full. Let's remove the flowers real quick here. I'm also gonna go up here and check. Oop. Yeah, so we do have access to the GPS satellite tier 1. I don't quite know what that does. I did create the mapping display, but it just says I need a mapping rocket in there. I have a feeling what that GPS will do is that it will highlight parts of the map for us, so we can actually see from a eagle view what's going on. Okay, so I think while we watch our mushroom grow, this thing grows so slow. These are already done. But I think this might be a good place to call it. Next time, we will... Actually, we unlock lakes, so next time we'll be working towards getting to moss. And with that, we'll be probably focusing more on the biomass. Today was just a interlude to that. But, anyways, guys, I hope you guys have, or had, a wonderful day. Thank you.